episode of the Iron Pulse podcast. I don't know what number we're on now, but we've got to be closing in on 80. I feel like we've got to be closing in on 80.
I would say so. I think we're pretty close.
You know?
I can pull it up actually and look.
Yeah. Pull it up. Let us know while we talk a little bit about
This will be episode 79,
dieting.
so you're actually really close. Sorry to cut you off.
All right, episode 79. All right. So for episode 79, we're going to be talking about dieting versus lifestyle change because they are not the same thing. And I would assume that the majority of the people that would listen to this would already know that they are not the same thing, but they might not know what all they entail. So, Kyle, before this call, I know that you were going to go through your definition of dieting versus lifestyle change. So I don't know if it was a dry run or what, but would you like to continue?
Sure. I don't know. I think, in my opinion, if someone's going on a diet, you're not really changing much of your current day-to-day activities. And you're more so just saying, like, rather than compensating what I do on a day-to-day basis, I'm just going to change the way that I eat so that I can have the same outcome, but I can still do the things that I want to do. And then I think whenever you look at something that's a lifestyle change, it's more of like, instead of going to the bar after work every day, I'm going to go to the gym is just like a really high level example. And I think oftentimes, people try to either mix the two, meaning they either try to diet and do a lifestyle change, which I think diets themselves can honestly be considered a lifestyle change, but they are two kind of different things.
Yeah, just to kind of sum that up, I would say dieting is the short term and lifestyle is obviously longer term, right? But to your point, they do intermix because if people are prepping for a show, they're dieting, right? They're cutting down for like a fitness show, for example. If somebody is, maybe they're 200, 300, 400 pounds, well, their diet becomes a lifestyle change, right? And that lifestyle change is a lot longer so that they can get down to, where they want to be, like anywhere from 150 to 200 pounds, like wherever, whatever the case is. So dieting would be more of the short term, lifestyle would be more of the long term. And, because with dieting, this is when people generally they want to lose weight quickly over a certain period of time, right? So if, people do this for weddings, they do this for other events too, but especially for weddings, people try to diet down for weddings. But then after the wedding, it's like, all right, we're going back to how things were before, right? So, they'll categorize foods probably like good or bad for the short term of what they want to eat versus what they can actually eat. But if it was a lifestyle change, eating healthy, like whole foods, nourishing your body, like you take more of a long-term approach to that. It's no longer good versus bad. It's like, okay, like what do I need to change to get things on track for me to actually make this long-term run to becoming healthier? Right. So, I think too, with dieting, there is more restriction to your caloric intake. So your calorie consumption, I feel, is more restricted with dieting versus than like a lifestyle change. Because, this gets back to the point that I was saying is dieting is, it's more of the short term, right? So you're trying to lose weight quickly. So you restrict quickly. Lifestyle, you're on like a gradual decline, to not necessarily decline to lose weight, but not necessarily to cut calories. You just change your calories. You change what foods you're eating. So while dieting comes down to you eating less, right, to lose and shed the weight, the lifestyle change doesn't necessarily mean that you're eating less. It just means you're eating different types of foods. More whole food, more nutritious food, less processed, more foods to drive your energy and to nourish your body. I think that's just the best way to put it. I wouldn't have really too much of anything left to say because, with dieting, people focus more so on the number on the scale, I would say, than if it becomes a lifestyle change because it's a long term. You're not necessarily paying attention to the scale as closely as you are when you're just strictly dieting. Right? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd agree. What was the most recent change that you had? Was it a diet change or was it more of a lifestyle change?
It was a lifestyle change. I started eating ice cream. No. I started slamming pints. But if we're talking from a health perspective, It's all a lifestyle change, because back when I first started lifting, it became like a huge lifestyle change. I mean, like, Kyle, like I haven't been to that point to where I was like since, but that became a lifestyle change for a few years, and priority shifted with like the companies now. So it's not as I don't know. While I still enjoy the gym, it's just not as big of a player in my everyday life as like the companies are, as work is, which it's terrible to say, but because we have so much more time, money, and just everything invested and people relying on it, right, for the company's sake, like the gym that was once a luxury quickly turned into a job, and now it's coming back to being a luxury again because I can't do it every single day, or whenever I want to do it. I do want to keep this healthy, balanced lifestyle because, like, I mean, we sit at the desk all the time. Like, we need to get up and move around. So, as far as a diet goes, I don't know if I'll be trying to lose weight quickly, within the next few months. But as far as a lifestyle change goes, definitely trying to get more active again, become more active again. And it's not necessarily changing anything with like Iron Pulse or with Nebulous or anything like that. It's just for me to move around, to not stay restricted to just the confines of my desk, just to get back in, exercise, do stuff like that. So what about you? What's been your diet or lifestyle change lately?
I've kind of had a little bit of both. Like I kind of went from, being a big gym rat where I was going every single day, I was eating really well, to then there was like a year and a half period where I hardly ever went to the gym and I was eating like, I would go to Swenson's, which is just a pretty well-known Ohio area, like burger place, to get a burger like once a week. And I didn't get like severely out of shape. Like I'd still say I'm in shape, but like my priorities changed, I guess. Like I was, we started working on all this stuff, and everything that I used to do kind of took a backseat. And then I guess more recently, I've kind of realized that, while this stuff is really important, it's also important to, go back to the roots, which is, go to the gym a couple times a week and eating healthier. So I think for me, like I kind of went on like both ends of the spectrum. Like I was eating extremely clean and working out all the time. And then I kind of went to not going to the gym at all and eating a bunch of junk food and, things that just weren't as healthy, to now I'm kind of understanding that, it's okay to not be one or the other, but to just have a good mix of both. Like if I'm going to the gym a couple times a week and, getting all the work done and everything that we need, then, it's fine if I go out with a couple friends and have a burger or something to eat with them. It's not like I'm not killing myself over trying to eat really healthy, and I'm also not killing myself trying to, or I guess giving like myself a lot of regrets if, I go out and have a beer and a burger or something like that. So I'd say that's kind of where I'm at.
Slams a bottle of, then comes home and slams a bottle of whiskey. It goes out for a beer and burger just to come home to find the turkey. What's that brand called you like?
Oh, Buffalo Trace turkey.
Oh, Buffalo Trace. Yeah.
You're close. Different animal, but
yeah, I was close, but no cigar. Both animals were hunted. But yeah, the Buffalo Trace. But yeah, dude, no, I get it too. It's a fine line. There's a balance to it, because as you go through your years and you get older, right, your priorities shift. So what was important to you when you were 5, it's not as important now when you're 25, right? Like it's just the way that life works. I mean, you still make time for it if you enjoy it, if it connects you to the roots of who you are as a person. But yeah, you're not gonna have the same priorities. But in terms of like the dieting versus the lifestyle, just to sum up, dieting is going to be the short term. You're going to have more calorie restriction, caloric restriction. Lifestyle change is obviously longer term. You're in for the long haul at that point in time. Okay, you're gonna be practicing more moderation than restriction, I would say, and you're gonna change up maybe more than just your nutrition piece, right? Just to Kyle's point, like going to the gym more. You're making a healthier habit out of a lifestyle change than you are with dieting, I would say. So that's where I'll leave it. Kyle, do you have anything else you would like to talk to?
Nope.
This might be our shortest episode on record. Episode 79 coming in under
Just over 10 minutes.
11 minutes. Yeah. But as always, thank you for taking the time to listen. You can become a part of our Envision Nation Discord. And whenever you join, you can drop a podcast emoji and get a $10 gift card to the Iron Pulse website. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Pinterest at Official Iron Pulse. If you want to still be included on the Iron Pulse report for early updates and special offers, you can do so by visiting shopironpulse.com. And remember, no matter what you do, be all in.